Hi, my name is George Emmons, and welcome to G.R. Emmons Photography School and Taking Better Pictures. The one question that most students always ask is, how do I take better pictures? Should I buy a new camera? Should I learn more? Well, the bottom line is that a camera does not take the pictures. The photographer takes the pictures. We're going to spend time today making you that better photographer so that you can create the type of images that you see in your mind. We're going to cover topics such as composition. In other words, what goes where in a picture? Should it go in the middle, the left, the right, the top, the bottom? We'll talk about simplicity. Does simplicity give you more information or less information about the image? Does perspective draw you down the path and make you walk with the photographer to the very end so you can see exactly what he saw? Does color make you feel joyful and black and white make you feel sadness? We'll discuss these images in detail so that you can get a better understanding of what you can do to help yourself become the type of photographer that you'd like to become. Composition gives you the ability to tell a story with your image. For example, rule of thirds. Every image is broken into 3 separate pieces, either from left to right or from top to bottom. It gives you a grid so that you can place your area of focus in any one of those areas. This helps to remove the stagnancy from an image. It gives it life. It gives it movement. In addition to that, the other thing that helps you focus an area is the color of it. Whenever you have a white color in a picture, that's where the eye will typically go first. So if you have a lot of darker colors or darker shades of gray, and then you want to add a white piece to it, the viewer's eye will typically go to that white piece as that central viewing point. Perspective is a great tool to use to draw the viewer's attention. If you can draw an angle and take the viewer's eyes from the narrow point on the right side to the wide point on the left side, or vice versa, or down a road, a winding road, you can control where they look in the picture from the point they enter it to the point they leave it. You can create, again, motion with perspective so that it enhances the viewer's ability to see what you want them to see. So if you use a composition of perspective, of lighter colors, and the rule of thirds, you can direct someone's eye across the image. For example, if you had somebody walking across the street, if you put them on the left side of the picture, walking towards the right, they're entering the image. If you took them on the right side of the picture, leaving on the right, they're leaving the image. You have the ability to tell a story by how you place things in that particular image. Photography is a great reason to implement the KISS tool. Keep it simple. The less you have in an image, the more powerful that image becomes. If you look at this lily, you can see that with that one flower, you get to examine every part of it. Every part of it is complex, but the idea of simply that one flower in the image allows you to focus on that and get out of that image what you want to have. This doesn't mean that I don't take complex images. Of course I do. But there's something that's innately beautiful in that one simple thing that's in that image that can create a much better story and a more touching story to the viewer. We've already discussed perspective, but I wanted you to see how this affects other images. For example, the Plum Island moon print that you see up above. As you can see how the bridge starts wider in the front and narrows down towards the end, pointing at that white moon in the sky. So you're drawn down the bridge towards that white image that you see at the end. If you take a look at the Brussels Road picture, again, you can see this wider area at the front of the image that winds down through the image, taking the viewer down through the backyard of the ambassador's house in Brussels. And lastly, this scene on a beach where you can see the angle that takes effect on the left-hand side going down towards the point, towards the beach, pointing towards the white clouds and the white waves at the end. So you can see how these techniques can also tell a story for the viewer and actually make them part of it. Color is an interesting technique to create emotion. For example, red. It's an emotionally intense color. It creates a faster heartbeat and breathing. It's the color of love. If you take a look at blue, blue is a very peaceful, tranquil color. It causes the body to produce calming chemicals. Green is a color. It's the easiest color on the eye and can improve vision. It's a very calming and refreshing color. On the other hand, if you shoot black and whites, black is a color of authority and power. It's very popular in fashion. It's also stylish and timeless. Priests wear black to signify submission to God. White is something that brides wear to symbolize innocence and purity. It reflects light and it's a summer color. So you can control what people feel by the types of colors that you use. One thing I do want to suggest is that when you are shooting, shoot everything in color, because you can always create black and white images from those color images later on to give it the impact that you want to give. I'd like to thank everyone for watching Taking Better Pictures, and if you have any questions, comments, or have future classes that you'd like to see, please contact us at gremmons@gremmonsphotography.com and stop into our website, www.gremmons.com, for future classes. Once again, thanks very much, and great shooting.